college application day. So we have a lot to do, a lot to accomplish. Ladies, we are gonna get it done today.
Do you have an account already? Account, no.
Your GPA could be a little bit higher.
We just had this conversation.
Yeah. Our first impression is very important, and we only get how many chances to make a first impression? 1. Your degree can say NYU. Your degree can say Spelman. Your degree can say anything you want it to say.
I have an email about paying the enrollment fee.
Ooh, I don't like that number.
My college application just erased. It erased twice. The entire thing.
Give it to me, it's all on you, it's all on you, it's all on you.
And tell her to bring her taxes, bring the W-2s. Did you work in 2015?
I tell you what to do.
You have to find $40,000 for yourself.
I spoke with you about Blessed and Geraldo. We were waiting for her mid-year grades, but they're gonna be so much better than what we sent to you already.
Make it happen tonight, because I don't put my name out there for no reason. And I put my name out there. Don't make me look crazy.
I'm worth it.
First and foremost, because I am a woman of faith, I have to give honor and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be on this stage today. So no disrespect, I support every faith, but I have to tout mine. I am just a little chick from Jamaica, Queens, New York. Oh, go New York. Wait, I didn't even think I... And that is how I spent my summer. So for those of you, I want to give my full title, my full name, because I'm so grateful to be in education. I am Paula Dofat, the Director of College Counseling for the Baltimore Leadership School for Young Women in Baltimore, Maryland. So again, very quickly, I spent my summer like this. The reason I give praise to my Lord and Savior is because, again, just a little chick from Queens, and I traveled the entire country and Canada this summer. And I met people that I never, ever thought I would meet being in education. I'm on the road and I'm doing keynote speeches and I'm a panelist and I'm on Nightline and I'm on PBS NewsHour and NPR and I'm going, what the heck is going on? Do they really want me? And then I get calls from my mom. I'm an only child, so she has nothing else to do but worry about what the heck I'm doing. I'm like, daggone it, I'm 50. Could you leave me alone? But I love her. So I get calls from my mom, and she's like, girl, that's how my mom addresses me. Girl, did you know that Gabrielle Union and Kerry Washington and Queen Latifah and America Ferrera and Reese Witherspoon are tweeting about your movie, girl? I'm going, ooh, that's big. Okay, all right. Then she calls me, and she about, girl, I'm about to faint. I ain't got nothing else to do, I keep telling y'all. She's 70, she's like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Girl, Michelle Obama done tweet about your movie. Michelle Obama? What? So not only did Michelle Obama tweet about the movie, I got to meet Michelle Obama. Not only did I get to meet Michelle Obama, I got to have a conversation with Michelle Obama. So I'm really feeling myself at this point. I'm like, Baltimore, what, who, I ain't even going back, okay? Forget that, y'all know who I is, you know? But I say all that, not for you to ooh and ah, but thank you for those of you who did, okay? Because this is my one and only chance, so I'm gonna take it, all right? Because I don't think they'll be tweeting nothing else about me. I say that because in all the things that I've shared with you that I did this summer, not one time was I nervous, never. Why do I share that now? Because for the past 2 days, I've been nervous as heck to come here. And I said, why am I nervous? Girl, I done spoke to Michelle Obama. She my girl. Okay, in my head, she's my girl. But I sat down seriously and I said, why am I nervous? And I sat back there with the other educators. My hands are sweating. I'm nervous, my stomach full. What is going on? I've been on Nightline, y'all kidding? But I realized it's because of the place and the stature and the esteem with which I hold educators. So to come here and have the honor to speak before you, hoping that I would have something to say that meant something, that made me nervous. Do you know who you are? No, I want you to really understand, do you know who you are? Every educator in here is the foundation of this nation. You, each and every one of you, are the most powerful and influential people in this nation. Do you know why? Somebody ask me why. I can't hear you. Somebody ask me why. I'm gonna tell y'all just because you asked nice. Because you hold and shape the minds, the hearts, the hopes, and the dreams of this generation. Now, if that's not something to be nervous about, to come and stand before you, I don't know what is. I'm in education, but I'm not a teacher. I don't do what you do. I do what I do because of what you do. I get the end result of the accolades, but I couldn't do it if they didn't know how to read, if they didn't know how to write, if they didn't know math. So when they say 100% college acceptance, and they say, Paula, great job. When they say 10% full rides, Paula, great job. Paula didn't do that by herself. I stand on the shoulders of each and every one of you. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Now, the reason I sat, because I'm a thinker and I'm a talker. Did you guys figure that out? So I was still thinking. I was like, that can't just be the only reason I'm nervous. I'm too cool for this. Right? Somebody better tell me I'm too cool for this. Okay. So anyway, I sat and I was thinking some more, because that's what I do. And I remember I was watching an interview, and I don't remember, somebody of notoriety. It's always somebody of notoriety. And I remember thinking, okay, they're focusing on when they were born and where they grew up and what college they went to and then how great they are. Isn't that how most interviews go? Do you ever notice that? I bet you can tell me a hometown, a college, and why they're great. And I sat and I thought, and I said, well, there's a whole lot of time and space between birth and college. Okay. What's between birth and college? Pre-K and 12th grade. That's where you all come in. So I think not only was I nervous, I got a little indignant. Okay, how y'all just gonna take all the credit at college? They couldn't even get into college if it wasn't for all of y'all. So now I'm feeling upset for you. Because that's what I do too. I want to be mad for other people because I don't have nothing to be mad about myself right now. So when I don't, I find other reason to be mad for other people, okay? So I'm mad for you right now, right? So I thought about it some more. Why did I think about it, guys? Because that's what I do, right? That's what I do. So there would be no Michelle Obama. There would be no Shonda Rhimes. Wait a minute. I know, right? The world wouldn't be right without Grey's Anatomy and Scandal. Ooh, just saying, but that's another talk for another time. But back to what I'm saying, there would be none of them if it wasn't for educators like, I don't know, somebody, Emily Max, who's at Toomer Elementary School, who teaches kindergarten. People like her teach us how to spell our names, how to read and how to write. And there would be no Grey's Anatomy or Scandal without kindergarten teachers like Emily Max. Hi, Emily. There would be no Nina Simone's. There would be no Chance the Rappers. I love him. There would be no Beyonce's. I can take her or leave her, but she's talented. But they are talented, they are entertainers, but they also use their platforms and their influence to make sure that those that are following them, that they understand about the injustices and the important things going on in the world. But that wouldn't happen if there were not teachers like, I don't know, Latricia Henson. Yes, where are you? From Thomasville, who teaches music. They wouldn't exist. And we surely, positively, would not have any Bill Gates if it wasn't for people like Mike Stewart, excuse me, who is a principal at Liberty Tech Charter, who left corporate America to go to Teach for America, to now teach math and now be the principal. But I say this to remind you that each and every one of you has a responsibility. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot me. There'd be no me. There would be no me if there was no Mr. Palladino, my 8th grade social studies teacher, who was the first teacher who did not tear me down because I talked too much, because I would go back and forth with my teacher, so I constantly got put out of my classes. I was sat in the hall all the time. I was sent to the principal. Notes went home to my mom. And I felt horrible. I felt defeated. Mr. Palladino was the first teacher who said to me, he pulled me aside with respect and dignity. And he said, you have a lot of amazing things to say. He says, and I can appreciate, really appreciate how much you want to debate and how you negotiate. That's what he saw. He said, but I'm going to tell you how to be powerful and how to be amazing. You are going to figure out how to discipline yourself to listen. Because when you listen, you are going to gain more information that you will be able to have more sound arguments. You are going to gain information so you can be a master of negotiation. And right here in social studies is where you are going to meet some of the most astute negotiators that have ever lived in the entire world. That changed my life. Where other teachers saw me as disruptive and talkative, he showed me where I could be powerful. And don't get me wrong, my mouth still got me in trouble for a whole lot of years. Probably got me in trouble yesterday too, but that's another story. But because of that, because he was what I now know to be a warm demander, I'm who I am today. Because he was a warm demander, I was in that movie. So I believe that probably each and every one of you is a warm demander. What is that? That's basically holding a kid accountable without tearing them down. So what I'm going to do is stop talking, and I'm going to leave you with some questions and a statement. 1, how are you using the power and influence you have in your classroom? How are you using that? 2, do your nonverbal and verbal communication with your students match each other? Do they align? 3, how do you continue to be a warm demander, or how do you become a warm demander so you can get the most and the best out of your students? And as I said at the very beginning, to remind you of why these questions are important to you and to me, is because you are the foundation of this nation. You are the keepers of the hopes and the dreams that will lay the groundwork for the future success of this country through the generation that you are educating. Continue to be great so they can be great. Thank you.